Hello everybody and welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. CM Punk facing John Cena at King of the Ring. Probably has a couple of choice words for him tonight. Well, he's not wrong there. He did sell his soul. And CM Punk throwing caution at the wind, and it's Seth Rollins who comes and meets him face to face in the ring. They hate CM Punk that much. You can feel the absolute vitriol between Punk and Rollins. A potential semi-final match right there. Who is this? Is this Rhea Ripley? Where has she been? The champion has been away and now she's wearing a mask? I don't know what's going on right there, but we have action with Little Miss Bliss, the match card in the top left corner. Greed, thievery, betrayal, gold. What have you all done? I have no idea what Uncle Howdy is referring to there. But we have our final Queen of the Ring qualifying match. Alexa Bliss, of course, putting Liv Morgan on the shelf for a numerous amount of weeks. She is facing Raquel Rodriguez. And Alexa Bliss is hoping, after her big return at the Rumble and her exclamation mark defeat at WrestleMania, that she can get back on 10 toes and stand here like she belongs. But Raquel is not some person's sidekick. She's not a doormat. Raquel Rodriguez is a dominant individual. And I think Raquel would love nothing more than to put Alexa Bliss to sleep for a little bit more. But instead, we have Raquel wearing her old gear, being a little solo for a while. Can't believe this game hasn't updated her. Insane. And she's looking to put Liv Morgan's livelihood on line. She's willing to defend her honor, and Alexa Bliss wants nothing more than to absolutely slam Raquel on the mat for 1, 2, 3. But Raquel Rodriguez would be a dominating threat for Rhea Ripley. Those two feuded in NXT. Phenomenal rivalry. Brutality against physicality. And now the mind games looking to ensue as Alexa Bliss and Raquel Rodriguez go one-on-one tonight for the Queen of the Ring qualifying match. Quick little drop kick and a rolling slam from Alexa Bliss. Little Miss Bliss already showing her signature attacks, her signature moves. And now she's doing something that I would not advise, getting into a punching match with somebody a little bit bigger than you. Of course, though, Alexa Bliss, former women's champion in her own right. A lot of time when the 4 horsewomen get mentioned, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, Alexa Bliss is cleanly omitted from that as she came a little bit after, but her impact was pretty significant as well. And then Alexa Bliss teaming with The Fiend. And of course, we can't forget WrestleMania 37 against Randy Orton. Randy Orton this past Monday, who became absolutely unhinged as he attacked longtime best friend and really almost like a younger brother, Cody Rhodes, telling him to keep both eyes open. And now Cody worrying about The Rock, worrying about John Cena, worrying about who's going to win King of the Ring. He's also got to worry about Randy Orton. Randy Orton, who, mind you, is not even in the King of the Ring tournament. He lost the qualifying match to John Cena. And now he's just playing significant mind games. Huge right from Alexa. My goodness. Huge significant mind games with Cody. Elbow drop from Alexa. And Cody's now back on the edge. He's off the cliffside, hanging down. Mufasa Simba kind of scene there, where it's like, help me up, Randy. And Randy just punts his damn head off. But Alexa Bliss, of course, huge ties to the Wyatt family, who is in competition tonight. They will be facing DIY for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships, making their long-awaited return after Bo Dallas got hurt last fall. Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy in action. Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross, is more than likely going to be there. Big double axe handle by Raquel. And of course, LA Knight in his open challenge. Gunther addressing King of the Ring, much like Cody did, hopefully with less betrayal. Not that there's much betrayal to go on. But if you're curious as why Randy Orton was on Monday Night Raw, of course, he was traded to Raw for Ludwig Kaiser. Randy just did not want to be on SmackDown anymore. He had been on SmackDown the year previous, and he went through a lot. Raquel going for the finisher. Alexa Bliss looks like it's reversing. Prettiest DDT. And that is no. Raquel managing to kick out. Alexa Bliss in shambles as Raquel gets out of the way there. Huge boot, my God, knocking the doll head off of Alexa Bliss. But it was all in vain. Alexa pumping herself up. Alexa Bliss should be proud of herself regardless of the result tonight. She has put up a significant fight against a huge opponent. Enziguri rolling her flat on the mat. Alexa Bliss going to the top rope, but Raquel wisely rolls out. Now off the apron, double axe handle to Raquel. Alexa pushing the pace a little bit more here, sensing that Raquel Rodriguez is on the edge of absolute uncertainty. And Alexa Bliss waving at her from up there. And of course, summoning the energy of the great Bray Wyatt, William Rotunda, in the ring with her tonight. Huge clothesline to Raquel again. Alexa Bliss is absolutely on a roll right now. Raquel just does not have an answer. And Alexa Bliss really using Raquel as a defining moment in the reemergence of her career. Back and forth here, reversal after reversal. I think Raquel found some energy, but she just can't quite string together the cohesion basement drop kick. And that is devastating. And Raquel kicks out again. Alexa Bliss not quite being able to put her away just yet. And this DDT might be the nail in the proverbial coffin. And Alexa Bliss is moving on to Queen of the Ring, and our bracket has been finalized, folks. That's right. The next event is our first PLE king and queen of the ring. Who's going to win? Who's going to be number one contender for Smackdown? Whether it's going to be for Rhea Ripley's title or not. What a shitty situation. The Rock just put both of these men in, and CM Punk understandably not happy. And CM Punk, I mean, that's kind of a threat. And Punk turning his back to Stone Cold. Both of these men clearly not on the same page tonight, and it's understandable. But the ring general Gunther, ready to set his proclamation to potential victims. I mean, that is why he's called the ring general. I mean, the respect that Gunther is implying here is profound. And those traditions are devastating. I am your next failure is a huge proclamation to anybody in King of the Ring. Gunther saying I am the law after dominating RVD recently. I mean, absolutely putting RVD in the damn hospital. And now we have LA Knight coming out here for his US Open Challenge. Maybe Liv will bless us with an appearance at Queen of the Ring. Wouldn't be surprised if she vanishes, especially with how crazy the world is getting. And of course, we have our calendar up there. Clash at the Castle is updated. I have told everybody that for minor PLEs, there will be 2 weeks in between those PLEs. So you're getting 4 episodes. So every other week is a PLE. But for major shows like SummerSlam, it'll be 4 weeks to allow for a build to set everything up. I mean, to be honest, I'm ahead of the books. I already have my SummerSlam card good and ready to go. Is LA Knight participating in it? How long is LA Knight going to be dominating as United States champion? And who's going to be the challenger? It is Wesley, huge NXT talent, coming up to the SmackDown main roster. Wesley and LA Knight is going to absolutely slap. Wesley probably feels like he's got something to prove here on SmackDown. A phenomenal talent, part of the future. In my honest opinion, he is crazy. There's so much NXT talent that wants to be a part of the WWE and its stories. And I absolutely wish every single one of them could be a part of it, but only the best. Only the ones that put on a show with me in the ring and can stand toe-to-toe on hard or legendary difficulty. Those are the ones I'm including. Those are the things you're not seeing. So guys like Ethan Page giving LA Knight a run for his money a couple weeks back and arguably had him beat. For the United States Championship, Wesley springboard and just whiffs a hell of a botch to open up your SmackDown debut, and LA Knight is going to lay the SmackDown on him. Currently running elbow never works, but LA Knight has to set it up. And again, LA Knight, Wesley, neither one of these men able to carry out that kinetic energy and carry on and carry the match the way they see fit. And Wesley, North American champion, he's got a long line of moments. And those moments are, for lack of a better word, phenomenal. Huge clothesline out of the corner. And LA Knight seemingly in control of this match. How did that turn? And Wesley has that potential. He's got the speed and agility to make you do a double check. And then once you do that second double check, you get a foot to the face, a knee to the head, a springboard. And Wesley going for the springboard DDT off the apron. My God, LA Knight might have a broken neck, a concussion, and he's going to have disability for the rest of his life. Wesley, what a spectacular move. Somehow LA Knight is still able to be standing. Seemingly dissatisfied with that move that Wesley put on him. LA Knight now going to the apron in his own respect. Senton off the apron. LA Knight, back body drop off the barrier, immobilizing Wesley at least momentarily. LA Knight, several successful United States title contentions. He successfully challenged it. His title. Challenge it. He has successfully defended his championship several times this past month. Excuse my mouth for not being able to put together words. Turning Wesley inside out there, and Wesley looks a little bit overwhelmed. He saw the megastar. He stood in front of the megastar. And now he's getting taunted into the ground by the Yeah Man. Again, Wesley, good move, good counter here. But it doesn't look like Wesley's able to put together anything. Springboard drop kick. That missile drop kick was beautiful. And that's just a snippet of what Wesley is capable of. Enziguri by LA Knight going... No, not going for the pin here. It looked like he was, but instead he's hitting him with the gifted jab and the chops. And Wesley rolling up LA Knight. This could be the match, and it's not even close. LA Knight crawling to the other corner as Wesley undoing the turnbuckle pad, just like Ethan Page did. And LA Knight reversing it. Irish whip into the other corner. Brutal on the back of Wesley right now, who is not reeling, who is not giving LA Knight huge white noise. The challenge possibly that LA Knight demanded when he told somebody to come out. And Wesley still managing to kick out is an accomplishment in and of itself. LA Knight throwing Wesley back into the corner. Pretty affirmative there. And Wesley getting him in the corner now. Does Wesley have the energy for a running forearm? He's going to slam LA Knight's back on the mat as he lets gravity do his job. Now, LA Knight, this is the first time he's been hurting all night. Wesley is putting in work now. That work has been pretty definitive. Elbow Huge move there, and Wesley looking to put away LA Knight. Is this it? And it's a 1 count. Wesley hasn't done anything significant in order to warrant a pinfall here, apparently. And Wesley, fantastic feet, gifted jabs, striking LA Knight. But Wesley obviously in pain, obviously exhausted. But LA Knight's United States champion. Gold is right there. 450, corkscrew, not it. And LA Knight BFT, and that could be the match. In the last handful of matches, LA Knight has avoided disaster just in time to hit a BFT. He has done it time and time again. He is persevering, surviving through the obstacles. And now, a huge match. The Wyatt Six have returned. Bo Dallas, the leader, is significantly healthy again. Look at the fireflies and the audience. The lantern on the rocking chair signifying Bray Wyatt. And the light he needs to find his way home, right to his family. And Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy are going to have the opportunity to put the Wyatt Six on the map for the first time, to really cement their legacy and place in the world of Bray Wyatt and in the history of WWE. Joe Gacy, of course, NXT, his dysfunctional stable that was torn apart. Dexter Lumis, quiet, reserved, terrifyingly strong, and agile for who he is. Bo Dallas, the voice of Bray. These men looking to make Bray Wyatt proud and do something that Bray himself once did: win the tag team championships. And to Eric Rowan, of course, he's been there since the very inception of the Wyatt family and the Swamp, the Bludgeon Brothers with Luke Harper was also a missing piece of this family. And the Wyatt family scatters. And DIY, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, looking to lay down the hurt against the Wyatt family. I don't know if that's even possible, to be honest. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, fantastic wrestlers in their own right. Both previously bitter rivals reuniting to magnify the tag team division. DIY hadn't been seen since Black and Gold NXT. Tommaso Ciampa finally with gold around his waist, but mentally stable this time. And Johnny Gargano just wanting to do anything to stay relevant in the eyes of the WWE Universe. And they've had problems with it, and they've made it known that they're the best tag team in the world. But unfortunately for them, the audience is not as incredibly receptive as that. They put on fantastic matches, but what else does DIY have? The tag belts. Having the tag belts does not mean that you are the champion. The people determine who the champions truly are. And as you can see, this is for the tag team championships. classic blue Smackdown championships back during the Ruthless Aggression era. Those and the Raw Tag Team Championship belts were, in my opinion, the two best pair of tag team championships in this company's history. DIY, the multiple-time tag team champions, and Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy looking to do something here to really add to the mysterious ominence of the Wyatt Six, hoping to cement that they are legit and they are as good as everybody thinks they can be. Of course, the entire Wyatt Six out there for this match, putting DIY at a slight disadvantage. DIY, I think, is incredibly capable, but they are cheaters, so having the entire family out here might subside that a tad bit as they hand over the championships. And the ref holds them up for the WWE Universe to see. Joe Gacy and Tommaso Ciampa are going to start us off with what is to potentially be an absolute banger. Bicycle kick by Joe Gacy, my goodness. And Dexter Lumis confused there temporarily, and Joe Gacy already starting with the striking. Big stalling suplex. Already taking out his tag team partner there. And the Wyatt Six have a game plan. Can this game plan continue, and will it work? Joe Gacy absolutely taking it to Tommaso Ciampa right now. Putting him into the corner again. And attacking again, isolating, cutting the ring in half. Things that fantastic tag teams do. Can Dexter Lumis mount some offense against Tommaso Ciampa? Of course, Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano, I mean, the way, having significant histories with each other. I bet it is weird as hell for Johnny Gargano to see Dexter Lumis this way, probably knowing that this person was always inside of him, but he refused to see it because that's what kind of person Johnny is. And Dexter running the ropes just for giggles and slapping Johnny Gargano just for giggles as well. But Joe Gacy getting Tommaso Ciampa in the ring to continue. Dexter Lumis over here trolling Johnny. Like I mentioned, their significant history. This is probably hilarious for Dexter. And what's been surprising to me is that the Wyatt Six have been able to put together some fantastic offense. And there it is, Dexter Lumis outside the ring. The first bit of breath for DIY, and specifically Tommaso Ciampa. And Dexter Lumis ambushing a distracted Tommaso. Nikki Cross there hopping on the apron and giving Dexter the time he needed to recover. Irish whip in the corner again. And Tommaso getting out. He's been put in that corner far too much. Cradle sprainbuster. That should be called the sprainbuster. I was going to say suplex, but brainbuster. So I said sprainbuster. That's a beautiful name for it, honestly. Tommaso Ciampa, back body drop as Johnny Gargano goes for the overhead roll there. And now DIY slowly getting back into this match, pushing the Wyatt Six away from their corner. And Dexter Lumis, huge clothesline from Johnny there. And a roll-up from Johnny. Is this going to be the match? And not even close. Just enough to give Johnny some better footing with Dexter, but Dexter able to strike first. Dexter striking at the heart of DIY, and he gets the tag. He is out. Now Johnny Gargano tired because Dexter Lumis carried a significant amount of weight. And look at Joe Gacy throwing Johnny Gargano like a bag of potato chips. Irish whip into the corner. And Joe Gacy setting up Johnny for something amidst the top rope. Arm drench, both feet up, and it's a superplex. And that backfired on Joe Gacy. Tommaso was able to get in with the tag, but it doesn't matter. The Wyatt 6 being absolutely dominative. And huge V-trigger from Tommaso Ciampa. Knees to the liver, the kidney area of Joe Gacy. I'm not an anatomy student, so forgive me. Into the corner. Tommaso not able to get the tag. Joe Gacy fighting him off. And Joe Gacy striking at the back, just as Dexter Lumis did. And now Tommaso back in the corner. Back to being unfavorable. And the Wyatt 6 off the rope. Double clothesline and a single spear. You see that Johnny Gargano calling for the tag, but Dexter Lumis cutting the ring in half again. This is a significant moment for Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis, huge spine buster. Looked reminiscent of Triple H back in the day. Is this the match? And Tommaso able to kick out, and he rolls out of the ring. What is Dexter Lumis going to do? Running elbow off the apron, just whiffs. Now Tommaso back in control. It's the announcer's curse, ladies and gentlemen. And Joe Gacy leaving the apron, seemingly targeting Johnny Gargano. And he smacks him off the apron. And Joe Gacy now trying to dictate what Tommaso Ciampa's partner is going to be doing. And Dexter Lumis rolling in the ring and getting out to reset the count. And Tommaso's busted open. The man might have brain damage. And Joe Gacy able to get a hold of Johnny Gargano again. And Tommaso, oh my God, splattering Dexter Lumis' face with a huge knee there. Now we're in for the crossbar. Can Tommaso Ciampa to get, no, not even close Dexter Lumis out almost immediately. Dexter Lumis made out of steel tonight. Irish whip again. As they tag, Tommaso Ciampa's face bruised, his ribs bruised. Tommaso's back. Ugly roll up here, trying to go for the quick win. And Joe Gacy puts it around. And Joe Gacy's roll-up works on Tommaso Ciampa. Johnny Gargano didn't even suspect it, and the Wyatt 6 slip away with the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. My goodness, a result that is unexpected. I'm certain DIY will be arguing to have their title shots back. Oh, and CM Punk's worrying about John Cena. Man, I don't know. CM Punk obviously frustrated. The Rock gave John Cena an out, said, hey, you don't have to wrestle tonight if you don't want to. And the result is a 1-on-2 handicap match. The best in the world is going to face off against the Tribal Chief and the Revolutionary, the Visionary. It is absolutely insane that this has been allowed to happen. And as a result, it's almost like CM Punk is being inadvertently punished for doing absolutely nothing to The Rock, really. Absolutely nothing. I mean, obviously, they're rivals. They can't stand each other, but CM Punk being punished and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins almost being in the higher position here. And CM Punk, I mean, his reasoning for not agreeing with Stone Cold, for being contentious with Stone Cold is valid. Stone Cold's not doing anything, and I guess that highlights the point that maybe whatever The Rock is doing is out of pocket. It's not normal. I mean, let's set the facts straight. The Rock wanted to be SmackDown's GM. Cody Rhodes beat him the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and what happened? The draft happened. Cody got drafted to Raw, and now The Rock has declared seemingly open season on SmackDown. There's no one here to stop him, really. That's not Cody. Cody being the kryptonite to the bloodline. And CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, they all are the proverbial pawns in this game. There's absolutely nothing that they can do that would make the situation go away. That being said, Seth Rollins isn't being punished. He's not in that position. He's got a match that he wanted with Roman Reigns. Meanwhile, CM Punk is caught in the crossfires of being around John Cena and thus being in the crosshairs of The Rock and inadvertently Stone Cold. CM Punk's been set up for failure, if we're being honest, so if anybody has a valid reason to complain, I think it would be CM Punk. But Seth Rollins, just happy with himself that he can beat up on CM Punk tonight and doesn't have to wait till tomorrow. The crowd has sang his song, and now it's time for acknowledgement. Roman Reigns, since losing the WWE Undisputed Championship, regaining the Ulafala, has been directionless. He's in the part of his career where there are men passing him by. But he has unprecedented aura. And he's the attraction that everybody wants to see. To break kayfabe for a little bit, his music live is loud as shit. Not only is it loud as shit, his pyro is loud as shit. I also do want to say that I'm thinking about changing it back to his old theme. I hate this theme. I don't like it. I don't like the drums in it. Also the Titantron too, because the OTC I think is a moot point now. But Roman Reigns looking to potentially get gold from Gunther by winning King of the Ring. If he's not successful, then where is he in 8 weeks' time at SummerSlam? I almost said at the SummerSlam. At SummerSlam. There's no Cody. There's no anchor being to be attached to. But with that being said, Seth Rollins would be absolutely thrilled. So would CM Punk if this man didn't have a shot at SummerSlam. The Rock right now is really trumping and making Roman Reigns feel insignificant. The aura that is here, the willingness to do what is acceptable is here. But this man and John Cena have not seen eye to eye this last month. Them battling on the ramp, Roman and Seth interacting, spitting venom at each other. CM Punk and Seth Rollins spitting venom at each other. This is coalescing into a huge main title picture. between the men who are them at one point or another. And every single one of them would decline to comment on if they think they were still them. They would probably all say hell yes. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, excuse me. A lot of fibs on this episode, but CM Punk starting off fast, striking DDT to Seth Rollins, and CM Punk loves nothing more than to punch. CM Punk loves nothing more than to punch Seth Rollins in his goofy face. The reason I think I've been messing up is my 5-year-old running around, and he keeps coming up to me and like going, "I love you." And it's adorable, but at the same time, I'm like, man. Basement dropkick from Seth Rollins, and he returns the favor, almost to spite him. Classic CM Punk there. Irish whipping into the corner. CM Punk, flurry of strikes as Seth Rollins reverses. CM Punk has an uphill battle. He might be the best in the world. Springboard knee. But he's facing off against two of the greatest of all time. CM Punk dodges, kick, and a midsection kick. CM Punk snap suplex. And CM Punk taunting to Roman, saying it's time. Huge clothesline to Seth there. And Punk springboard rollover on Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins would honestly love nothing more than to see CM Punk in the dirt. They hate each other. That's my point. Jesus. My commentary right now is rough. It's a Friday, right? Smackdown, literal Smackdown comes on tonight, and I've worked all day. It's been a long week. And then I have basically a week off for King of the Ring because I get to do like tiny parts of it days at a time. But anyway, that's besides the point. Roman Reigns now in the match, cranking the neck of CM Punk, slowing down the pace. He likes his pace to be slow and methodical, but he might hate Punk enough to not be as thoughtful about it, just more carnivorous in a way. Elbow drop from CM Punk. And now going after the head with incredibly sharp elbows. And whether you think CM Punk is a good martial artist or not, whatever, besides the point, those feet are deadly. Now CM Punk. Huge slam there on Roman Reigns. Roman was able to get out of that submission hold. But Roman has been controlling the tempo of this match for far too long. And CM Punk is in a big world of hurt if he does not step up his game. It's understandable that CM Punk is tired, but he's got two men who absolutely hate his guts, what nothing more than to see him in the dirt. And my guy has ran out of energy so fast. And CM Punk kicks out after one. Roman Reigns not shocked, but displeased that CM Punk won't do him a favor. Catching the foot, roundhouse kick to the back of the damn head. That was pretty athletic from CM Punk, and probably the prettiest kick I've ever seen him do. GTS, Roman Reigns. Is that the match? That could be it. And Seth Rollins says, dude, I'm right here. CM Punk obviously not happy with that. Punching Seth Rollins in the head, then drop kick. Getting him out of the ring, and now CM Punk's completely obsessed with Seth Rollins hitting him with the senton. And now taking off all the equipment from the announcer's table. I think he's intent to make sure Seth Rollins never comes back in this match. I feel like we've seen this situation between these two men so much in the past That is just normalcy. Huge drop kick there from CM Punk. Roman Reigns. Sidewalk slam into the power slam. Roman, of course, has a lot of modifications on some of the moves he does. And CM Punk knee strike to the head. Abel trying to get back in the ring, but Roman doesn't want him to. Punk top rope double axe handle. He's got a moment now. And CM Punk reversed. Roman huge thrusting uppercut. And he's going to tag in Seth as CM Punk lays on that rope. I feel like Seth with insult to injury, go to sleep to Punk immediately. And CM Punk able to kick out. Seth Rollins just really wanted to rub it in there. Irish whip to the corner. And Punk is not going to get taken by Seth Rollins. What is this? What is this? Anaconda Vice. Seth Rollins will tap, but Roman Reigns breaks it up. Punk giving everything that he's got, and if it was a one-on-one match, he would have won twice. That's how good CM Punk has been tonight. I honestly doubt if he's that upset over John Cena, considering he's doing a phenomenal job. Twisting neck breaker from CM Punk. Now CM Punk, he's eyeballing that table, and Seth just will not be put on it. And Seth striking, CM Punk reversing. And CM Punk planting Seth on that table. Punk running in and out, resetting the count, getting on the table. And now he's rolling up Seth and pile driver through the announcer's table. Oh my God, Seth Rollins. His career might be over. CM Punk embracing the audience's cheers. Regardless of what you think, CM Punk is beating up Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. He's having the time of his life. And Punk gaining some oxygen before Seth Rollins gets back in the ring. And Seth running knee, flying knee. And he tags in Roman. Seth obviously hurt. And Roman's equally exhausted. He looks like he's going for the spear, and it hits CM Punk. CM Punk, I think, did everything he could, but that's just that. And he kicks out of the spear. Punk resilient as ever, and Roman Reigns now laying down an ungodly amount of fists. Roman's just not done with Punk yet. Blood splattering that turnbuckle pad. Sideways. Anaconda Vice. This could be the match. Is Roman going to tap? And Seth breaks it up. Basement drop kick. Slowing Punk's tempo down. And Punk rolls out of the ring to get a second to himself. CM Punk's face is horrible. And Roman Reigns rolling out. CM Punk a bit distracted. Running leg strike. And CM Punk going back to Seth Rollins. Dropping him on the apron. He says, nah, me and you are not done yet. CM Punk obsessing, focusing on Seth, kicking and slapping and punching. And Roman Reigns bouncing CM Punk's head off the apron, blood splattering on his chest a bit. And Roman Reigns now in firm control with CM Punk busted open. Punk doing absolutely everything he can to stay alive and his body is being beaten. Roman Reigns to the top rope. Samoan splash avoided. And CM Punk with the kick. Gets Roman up on his shoulders. Go to sleep. And this could be the match. Seth Rollins, I don't think he can interfere anymore in order of disqualification. And Roman kicks out of the go to sleep. That might be CM Punk's last ditch effort. And he's going to continue to use the energy that he had. Flying clothesline. And Roman is just merely looking to elbow drop. Put CM Punk away. And now here comes Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins eyeing him up. Curb stomp on the mat. Blood everywhere. And CM Punk kicks out of one. He's being an absolute animal in this match. And a huge springboard moonsault. And he tags Roman Reigns back in the ring, looking to settle the end. And Roman Reigns to the back of the head, signature Roman. And now it looks like he's going for a spear the second time. There's no way. Huge spear. And I think CM Punk might be out of it. I think that's all he had to give. And Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins picking up a phenomenal victory. Men who hate each other's guts cheering in celebration because they just beat the man that they hate second most to each other. Sick, twisted rendition of The Rock's world.